Hello and welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation. Guys, out and about again, but always keep on top of things. I have reminders on my phone, reminders on my watch. Keep on top of all the latest goings on at Glasgow Rangers FC. Could say I'm a bit obsessed, but hey, that's how we do this. When you love a club as much as we all love Rangers, you keep on top of everything, don't you? You want to know everything that's going on at the club, especially as we build towards the start of the new season, which is next Saturday, 5:15 kickoff away at Rugby Park on that awful plastic pitch. Well, reports today that allegedly Rangers could be set to offer veteran midfielder and Rangers legend Stephen Davis a new contract. So about the bing of the sat nav. So Davis, who has missed masses of the season through that horrible knee injury, is still undergoing rehab and is obviously nowhere near being ready to start playing yet. He is still rehabbing, so it's still a case of him rebuilding his knee and rebuilding his playing career if it is that he wants to come back and play. Now Davis is 38 years old. This would certainly demonstrate an interesting move by Glasgow Rangers if they were to offer a veteran like Stephen Davis a new deal. Certainly, I think it would be only a year's deal like Ryan Jack got. But with obviously the exits of the likes of Scott Arfield and Alan McGregor, a lot of Rangers veteran leadership has departed the club now. Could this be a move by Michael Beale to keep Davis involved with the setup, not necessarily have him playing all the time or play at all, but more to involve with, working with the young players, working with the new signings and helping the new signings to bed into the club? That could be the thinking behind this possible deal. Now, this is what Stephen Davis said when he was interviewed and questioned about a possible new contract. Davis said, the discussions are in the background with Rangers, but nothing really nailed down at any point. The club is very open to having that conversation, I believe, but it's just important that I focus on the rehab at this minute. It's time to give myself an opportunity to try and play. Now, there's, of course, no guarantees that Davis will be able to come back from this knee injury. It could be that this is a career ending injury as he undergoes rehab. As you rehab from an injury, you see whether it is gets you back to the strength you need it at, whether it is able to obviously, it's not just a case of running, is it, or being able to turn or being able to kick a football. It's being able to do that at an intense rate, because obviously playing professional football is sprinting, turning, moving, taking challenges at a really high level, and that is obviously something Davis has got to see whether he is able to do. It's certainly an interesting move by the club, and maybe a bit of sentiment wrapped into it as well, that they don't want Davis's career to end like this, where his deal's just run out, his knee injury ends his career, and that is it. This also, could be a possible view to him taking up a coaching role with the club. That is something else that has been muted by a number of Rangers reporters and Rangers insiders, that Beale may want to have that kind of link between the first team and the B team, someone there who can, and obviously between the youth team as well, to bring players on who knows the first team, who knows the setup of the club, who knows the club inside out, and who more than Stephen Davis, who's made over 300 appearances for Rangers, knows this club. But certainly an interesting piece of news tonight that they could be ready to offer him a new contract. I think it's still very much in the early stages, the early knockings, but it has been reported, and as Davis said, the discussions are ongoing in the background, probably between his people and the likes of James Bisgrove, John Bennett, for example, and also Michael Beale will be involved at some point. But an interesting development nonetheless on the Stephen Davis front. Well, guys, let me know in the comments below. Do you think Davis should be giving a new contract, or do you think it's time we called the end to his career and allowed him just to jog off into the sunset like Alan McGregor did? Let me know in the comments below. All right, guys, as always, I need you to do two things for me. Number one, hit that like, smash it, guys, smash it. And remember, we are the people.